Hi everybody, Jeremy here from Video Resolve Studio, and today I'm going to share with you how to create light leaks in Davinci Resolve 17. Let's check it out. Alright, so in Davinci Resolve 17 right now on the edit page, I'm going to go over to the effect library, go down to open effects, and here I'm going to search for lens reflection. Here we're just going to take it and drag it directly onto our clip. Right now it looks very bad because we need to adapt it to the clip that we have in our timeline. To do that, you have a bunch of presets that you can use. So just select your clip, then go over to the inspector and effect, and here you have a couple of possibilities. I'm just gonna reduce those windows so we can see clearly. It can feel overwhelming, but it's actually not that complicated once you go through it step by step. So here you have already a couple of default presets that you can use. There is streak, there is prism, there is plane, so on and so forth. I'll let you check what works with your clip. For example, this one will work quite well. The one that's gonna suit this clip better, I think, gonna probably be summer. Here it's gonna look quite natural. I think I just need to adjust that pink ray of light. I think it's too pink for the clip that we have, and just reduce the overall saturation. But here we already have a light leak effect onto our clip. Usually what I like to do is here in selected output, you have three possibilities. You have isolated sources, which show you where the light came from. Then you have reflection alone, which basically show you only the effect. And it's a great way to build your effect and the color of your effect without being distracted by your image. So I usually build my effect like that, and then I check in Final Composite how it looks with the clip. You can also adjust the quality of the effect. Here, I'm gonna go back to reflection alone so we can start building it together. Now let's check isolation control. So here you can adjust the brightness, you can adjust the gamma, and you can adjust the smoothness of your light leak. Same here in global control, you can adjust the entire brightness and the global blur of your light leak. So as you see, don't bring it down there because you're gonna have no blur, it's gonna look outrageous. You can just bring it usually quite high. You can adjust also the anamorphism, and you can adjust the global colorize, which is basically the saturation and color of the light leak. For this one, I want something summery, so I'm just gonna go more toward the orange, and I'm gonna bring the brightness down a little bit to have something that looks a bit subtle. If you know what you're doing and you really want to go in depth, you can definitely do that by then here selecting reflection elements and adjusting each of the reflection element in your image. So same, you can adjust the brightness of a specific element, you can adjust the position of that element, you can defocus, stretch, and so on and so forth on each of them. So same right here. You can adjust also the color. So here, if I didn't want to have something red, but I would like to have something blue instead, you can do that and change the color. I'm just gonna revert that to red. Perfect. And now we're gonna select Final Composite to see how it affected the image. As you can see right now, it's quite subtle, but it makes a huge difference here, as you're gonna see with the contrast from the background and the foreground. And in my opinion, it's a great way to tie your clip together when you have a very bright sky and you cannot lift the shadow of your foreground to match it. Usually having less contrast and having an image that is softer in the foreground help to match those two types of light and have something that looks quite coherent in my opinion. So here is a before and after of the effect. I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye! Speed up your workflow and create better videos using the pack available on our website, including titles, transition, and templates built only for Davinci Resolve. Get started today by downloading our free starter pack containing a compilation of 20 titles curated from our library. Link in the description below or at videodigitalstudio.com.